It's game two. First up, representing Order 66. It's Andreas. And representing the Hotshots. It's Benny. Betting is open as I make sure that all the ships on Benny's side are colored correctly. Kai is red. Half-tab is yellow. Teza's green. Wills is blue. Bastion. J. Chris. Okay. So it is a chance engagement. Yes. Um, I am supposed to remain neutral. However, I would like Order 66 to lose at least one game. If I made a new Ozatuk pilot, who would it be? Honestly, I would make Gunji a pilot. I don't know if Gunji ever flew anything, but either Gunji or Tarful, actually. Probably Tarful over Gunji, now that I think about it. And I don't know what I would make Tarful's ability, but I would want Tarful to be the pilot. Oh yeah, you could make Kersantin in an Ozatuk and have him be Scum. You could have Tarful in Rebels or Republic. You could have Chewbacca in an Ozatuk in Republic. But no, I would make Tarful. Yeah, I've made a Tarful homebrew. It's not good, but I'm just glad that when I went to Disney World, they had the Gunji lightsaber, and I bought it in a heartbeat. I was like, yes, give me that lightsaber. Alright, they have started. Actually, oh, I just realized Kai is a 2 as well. There we go. I did have to not yell, but ask a question of Andreas before the game. Originally, Wedge had an R3 instead of an R4. I was like, how does that work? That's too many points. He corrected it.
Supervisor Jung spent 3 hours last night logged into your account. Now, shall we take a guess at what he might have told Loose and Rail?
Not sure, Orn. I have no idea, Matt, but Benny's been playing something like this for quite some time. Some variation of this. I couldn't tell you if I knew the answer, Orn. Oh, 2X's 4Ys. I see what you did there. Look at Benny. This is a league game. Yeah, casually a league game. Legally a casual game. Oh, I thought I fixed that. I'm sorry. I forgot to change that. He's on order 66. Yeah, it's going to be close for Ahsoka. Honestly, well, that tells you right there he is not range 2. So that's 4 points for Benny. That was very close, but uh I don't think so. But K2 can always go straight and coordinate. Yeah. Aurelion knows what I'm putting down. Yeah, but a 2 bank from K2 might put him out of range of Wedge. Round 2. You know, Ahsoka, you might not be in a great position. Oh, Benthic did a stop. No? Or not Benthic, that's K2. Oh, friendly bump. Bastion takes the damage. I saw Benthic last game, so that's why I said Benthic again. Coordinating the barrel roll focus to Fen. And K2 gets to calculate for his troubles. Woo-hoo-hoo! Tight squeeze there for Wilsa. Target locking K2. Ahsoka gonna let K2. I don't know about that turn away from Ahsoka, but too straight from Wedge. And a 2-bang from Fen. He can... I don't know what he can do here. Yeah, Wedge definitely doesn't have... Yeah, he's checking. No lock. Yeah, I would have... Maybe I'd like to boost there. Alright, well, Wedge gets the first shot. Plasma torpedo, I'm assuming. Yep. Oh, Kingdom for focus. Never mind. 3 shields onto green. That's Teza. No shot for Wilsa. So Teza now fires a primary. Spin a lock on 1. Gonna spend the calculate for 1. Well, K2 takes 1. Makes the most sense. Have K2 keep laying into the Teza. Hit crit in the Teza. Teza takes a crit. Disabled. Bet is not still open. Don't take the bait, just, yep. One hit into K2, who gets out of it. Dorsal turret, hit crit into K2, K2 SO. Spends a calculate, takes a shield. Range 3 to K2, one hit. K2 evade. And lastly, but not leastly, J. Chris Tubbs. 2 hits. And K2, well, gets a squiggle, loses a shield. Yeah, Andreas could have lost K2 there. Instead, he does not, and gets that 4 points back from last turn. So that was round 3. Round 4 coming up. On a completely unrelated note, because I get excited about these things, I pulled a $30 Magic the Gathering card last night. Don't know why I felt the need to say that, but it just entered my mind. I got a doubling season from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I green player bring go Burr, yeah. I don't know why doubling is $30 now, but it's $30. So yeah, but y'all are gonna really make me put a shirt on to show you, to say how cool it looks. I mean, it looks really cool. Let me take it out of the sleeve. Like, that's so cool. Did he gain a stress token or? No, it's not optional, it's mandatory. After you gain a stress token, gain one calculate. Is there a stress? Oh no, he did the red bump. He red calced, so he does get a second calculate.
Just ring 2, or do I take it on? Yeah.
Really quick, I apologize for interrupting. K2, when he gets a stress token, he gains another calculate.
Oh, so he gets 2 calculates.
Yeah, it's a mandatory. When he gets a stress, he
you.
gets a second calculate.
Okay. I just thought he got 1, that's why. Thank you for that.
Yep. Yeah, the stress is there. I see the stress. So he does get 2 calculates. He gets the one for the action and then one for the stress. Fenrau clan training. Ugh. 3 into J. Chris. Ahsoka did forget to patience, because I'm sure he wanted to patience with Ahsoka. So that's a plus. She is unmodded right now. Now she gets a... How'd she... What? Huh? I guess he did patience and... fired concussion missiles? Yeah. He did patience. Not in the right window, yeah, but he did use patience. So, Wilsa... Or I'm sorry, Teza. Oops, sorry. blinded. I was going to say, well, I mean, at least Wills is blinded. Shields down on Wedge. Dorsal turret in the K2SO. 1 crit in the K2. Spending lock. Not spending lock? Spending lock. That was the worst roll I've ever seen. But it... Okay. Hit crit. Crit into K2. And Bastion gets a lock. Ah, yeah, Tristan ran. Yeah. Did he spend one? I think he spent one. No, he didn't. Okay. So K2 into Bastion. K2 into Bastion, range 1. 4v2. Well, that's not what you want to see. Yep, he's doing the smart thing. He's not spending anything. Alright, range 1 from Kai. Spend a lock on 1. Spend a lock on 2. Okay, spend calculate for 3. And K2 takes 2 more. Now aft tab. Aft tab must shoot. Well, not must shoot K2, but does shoot K2. K2 is dead. And now Bastion gets to shoot Fen Rao, range 2. Change a blank to... Oh no, that's a different... that's a different T70. But he still puts a damage into Fen Rao. Now J. Chris shoots... And Wedge takes 1 more. I can never remember. Okay. That... Which one... I can't remember which T70 it is that says if the if the enemy ship has a higher initiative than you, you can change a blank to a focus. Nimi, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't remember. Yeah, Nimi is the reason I might try resistance at some point. Nimi is very good. But right now I'm hyper focused on Empire for KDB. But why would you put a thread tracer on an I2? Oh, true. Yeah, we are getting new. So whoever said to me I might lose my Soontir, I might be able to add Karner, which honestly, I wouldn't hate having Karner Jacks. Not to push anyone away from this stream, but just to throw it out there, Molfar is streaming a game of X-Wing right now. I forgot to add points for the center. Craig Bradford versus Miguel. Outer Rim Heroes versus Meatbags, I believe. Yeah, Orin, we'll do you and Asa. I also keep checking on the race to world first on the side. Why is this so loud? There we go. Going to round 5. So these players are flying through their No, Wedge's ability doesn't work range 0 because you can't modify. So Liquid and Echo Orin are on the final boss on the of March of Kel'Thas, Midnight Falls, and they discovered, because you're going to be expected to know this if you do Mythic rating, they discovered that Midnight Falls has a secret phase, so be prepared for that. Yeah, changing dice amounts is not a modification, but range 0 does say that defense dice cannot be lowered. Yeah, what Connor said. Fair enough. J. Chris is going as far away from that seismic as he can. I mean, Benny has a little bit of wiggle room, so. Yeah, I was gonna say just use the dial. Alrighty, so disabled is clear on Teza. Yeah, I was about to yell at Benny. I'm like, you can't do that. He did not lock. He corrected himself. Hey, Ahsoka, are we gonna stay in the fight at all? Ahsoka has been kind of a non-factor this game. Bomb doesn't hit anyone. Teza might just be dead, yeah. Teza is not just dead. Fuel leak in the Teza. Yep, can't modify that. It was just one hit. Three hits into Fen, Feneth K. Rao, Attorney at Law, Concordia. No, he locked the X-Wing. It's right here. Did he just kill Ahsoka? No, that was only 2 shields. Alright, he halved Ahsoka. Yes, this is Grynet. Yes, Wedge is halved, yeah. Yeah, Rebels are not in a great position right here. They are flying, though. Not sure why Benny did that, but okay. Oh my god, he has R5X3. I didn't even realize that. There's so many upgrades on Benny's list that I'm just nodding my head and agreeing with everything that's happening. You know, I think Ahsoka Tano might be, or maybe Wedge is the target. Love that K turn. The entirety of the resistance has just said, we don't care. We might get 2 pop-pops, yes. Well, Fen is going to need to barrel roll to stay near the center. And now Fen is definitely not in the center. Yep, it's going to be another 4 points for Benny because Andreas just isn't at the center anymore. Yeah, this game is getting away from Andreas here. Alright. Wedge is at the center. Range 1 into Kai. Okay. Well, he gets half a Kai. Where is Kai? Stunned pilot on Kai. Full potato with toppings. Focus spend. Akbar loses all his shields. Sokatano is gonna patience way too late. But I don't strained. Yeah, Akbar was strained. Alright, now here comes the resistance. Hit crit. Oh, jeez. Hit crit and the wedge. Wedge. Elusive. Okay, only takes a crit. Wounded pilot. And Bastion gets a lock. Two hits into, I can only assume, is Ahsoka. No, don't spend the evade, spend the force! Two hits. Spends lock. Spends calculate. One hit in the wedge. So here's an interesting thing. If Wedge was closer there and Wedge died there, Aftab would still have to shoot at Wedge. Which makes me laugh. So technically, I'm not a racist. I'm a speciesist. And Wedge Antilles dies. You might play that clip, but if Wedge was closer there and Aftab shot, Aftab had to shoot at Wedge because Wedge doesn't get removed until the end of initiative. Which makes automated target priority even worse. Oh. And that is why you should have spent the force. And that will be it. 51-13 is going to be your final. And Order 66 put up a fight, but it was rough. So, just a tough game all around.